Oops. Well, a little bit. Sup? Yo. What's up, nerds? Unga bunga. Oh god, he has glasses. Damn right I do. I got the sickest glasses out here. Look at these shades. Heck yeah, I got style now. I'm out? Alright. It's okay, man. When you're ready to hang out with the cool kids, you know where to find me. Yeah. So how's it going, everyone? Hope you're all having a chill Thursday. Filled with cool vibes. We're shades indoors because we're just too cool for school. Alright, that's it. I can't. Thank you. Take these away from me. Take these away from me. They're too much. It's too much. I can't handle these glasses. They've got too much power. So yeah, I hope everybody's having a good day so far. Things are chill. Man, hope everybody's having a good day. Mayan, that includes you. Welcome. I've been sitting down trying to relax. I've been watching. I spent all day obsessed with the World Race. I still want to keep watching it, but I gotta actually focus on doing some chill art today, so. Especially with the revelation that it's all just one giant time loop. That's not causing an existential crisis or anything. Hit the secondary light here ahead of time. Gotta be in a bright enough space. You know, all you gremlins are gonna be lurking around in the darkness, but listen. I was literally born in the darkness. There's only so much you can take. After a while, you just want to go lay on a beach in Hawaii and just forget about everything for like a day. Just let the stress melt off. And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Now, being able to, you know, manage to get yourself to Hawaii and get yourself on that beach, that's another matter, but... Everyone deserves to have that opportunity, if nothing else. Alright, so today, it's going to be very simple. We're going to be chilling, we're going to be talking, we're going to be doing a little bit of 2D work today. The objective for today is twofold. One, I'm just kind of messing around a little bit. I need to create a token for a golden stone golem. So I'm gonna be doing a little bit of that, and then I'm gonna be working on just random art. Maybe draw something, maybe sketch something, not entirely sure. Need to pull up like a character reference at some point and just start drawing something. maybe I'll draw another VTuber. Who knows? Either way. We have ourselves our canvas. It is blank, at least for now. So I need to think about how exactly I want to do this here. What kind of shape I want to go for. This is kind of an exercise in just doing whatever comes to mind. It's like improv, but it's just for art, you know? see. I'm trying to look for a shape that I kind of like. When I envision this thing. Realistically, I only need to be worried mostly about an upper body, but we'll see. Get a wider shape in here. Just a bunch of a day. My last couple of days really has been spent watching Dragon Song War, the new Ultimate in 14. Just because it's been super weird. Everything that we know about it, and then what people are discovering. It's been crazy. It's like there's more time mechanics in this Ultimate than there was in the Epic of Alexander, or at least there's like more obvious, you know. Like, yeah, we are dealing with some time-related BS this time. Now we're dealing with stuff like alternate realities and all sorts of crazy stuff. The fight can infinitely loop itself. Which I think is absolutely hecking nutty. I have no idea what I'm doing. This is gonna be the weirdest thing ever. Well, Prime gave me the RP so I can buy a ruined MF from the personal shop. Hey, let's go. Yeah, I got RP as well. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it. Because I opened my personal shop. It gave me some kind of cool options. I wish it gave me Battlecast Kog'Maw, but it didn't. So there's that. I got Jurassic instead, which like, that's pretty cool, but I'm not gonna use it over like B-Maw. Oh. Today I learned my brother is logged into League more than I have recently. Spooky. All right, well, we officially now have the shape of our our stone golem. Our golden stone golem. Yes, it is gonna be this weird. It is absolutely gonna be this wild. This is an exercise in imagination. I just get a thumbs up at this weird look. Clearly I'm doing something correctly. Oh my goodness. We go ahead and actually. Let me duplicate this and then start doing some cleanup on it. Speaking of 14, I have really been wanting to try and play some Dragoon as of recently. Ever since the Samurai changes, Samurai just hasn't been appealing. Maybe I'll give it some, like, more attempts, I guess. Like, see if I actually like playing it or not. But, like, missing that one big button is like, dang, wow. And then seeing that a lot of groups just aren't willing to, like, take, or just aren't taking Samurais in Ultimate. Which makes sense because, like, it doesn't have very good utility. But it's like, do I really want to invest time into this class? So I'm working on leveling Dragoon instead because, you know, it's got all those nice flippy tricks. It feels good to play too. And I've already got at least a little bit of experience with it. I could pull off some sick, funny tricks. So I might stick with Dragoon. I know Reaper's like the hot thing right now, and it's like, I'm still gonna definitely level it, but I don't know. I need to get off of Dancer. And if I have to go back into Fizz range, I'll play Bard again, just so I can keep working on that Bard mastery. But, like, I don't know. I want to do something a little bit different. And something about Bard just never clicked with me. If that makes sense. Maybe it's just because I was, like, doing badly with it and I was annoyed at myself, but... I certainly was dropping those dots a lot. I just need to spend like a day while I'm like watching anime or something, or watching this world race, and just like hit the dummy on Bard continuously. Just like practice not dropping my dots and practice my song rotations properly. Maybe that's what I just need to do. Take a little bit of time for some self-practice and self-improvement, if you know what I mean. Okay, can we add a color layer as well? I also tried out the new PvP updates in 14 because they really did change a lot. And to be honest, I don't know. I'm having less fun with PvP now. I don't enjoy it as much, but so I won't linger on this given it's supposed to be we're gonna be happy here, but I don't know. It's faster paced, which I know some people will like, and it's got like cool flashy ultimates that you can use rather than the generic limit breaks that they had before, which, you know, I know that people will definitely like. There is a lot to like, but Frontline is a weird spot now. It feels a lot like League in many ways. I'm not gonna lie, between, you know, all the talk I'm hearing like in certain friend circles and whatnot, and the new EDG skins, I kind of want to go play a little bit of League, but at the same time, not really. On one hand, yes. On the other hand, absolutely hecking not. Maybe I'll poke my brother today. He offered an invitation, you know, if I wanted to play something. Maybe I'll do some League where he disappears elsewhere into the world. Let's see. No, I won't. Go back to my rectangle. Nope, wrong layer. Come on. Actually, here, let me do this, because I want to throw up a base. I want this to be the base. There we go. No! Oh my goodness, I'm doing this in the wrong layer. What am I doing? Come on. You fool. Don't do this to yourself. This week has been a bit of a weird one. Overall. Again, I'm sorry. I am really sorry about Tuesday. I really wanted to stream. I was prepared for it. But we had issues with the water system. Again. Sure you all actually, well, I'm not sure if anybody remembers the video I posted, like, I think it's almost 2 or 3 years ago? Just before 5.1 in Final Fantasy. And it was like, our sewage started backing up the day before patch. And it was this whole ridiculous nightmare. Oh, snap! That alert is really quiet, but Bonalix! Heckin', thank you for the raid. Hello, Owl. Hello. Welcome, everybody. Well, thank you for the raid. Oh my goodness. Let me give you a shout out. There we go. How you doing? Oh man, we're doing fantastic. So yeah, go check them out. What were you doing? Hope your stream was fantastic. Hi everybody, I'm Catswood Twintail. I am a trainer of great heroes and champions from other worlds. I exist in a space between realities, and you know, right now we're just kind of chilling out and doing some art. We do comfy art streams, we do Dungeons and Dragons, and sometimes we turn into cringy gamers. Overwatch 2? Heck yeah. Everyone's trying to get into that, which is awesome, I think. Everyone's jumping on that train. There's a lot to be excited about there, from what I understand. Actually, here, I want to make an alteration to the base shape. Nice lore, bro. Hey, thanks, man. It's not easy out there, but you know what? We do what we can. I really need to make a lore video at some point, like a proper lore video. I didn't realize it was Overwatch 2, not 1. Yeah, it's like subtle differences for the most part, you know? Imagine even having a lore. Could be me. Oh no. It's fine. You don't have to have a lore. Lore is optional. It's just kind of my thing to have lore. Yeah, imagine. You want to talk? Oh my goodness. What, is it no lore or is it extensive lore? That's the real question now. How much lore are we talking about? My lore is cat gamer girl. That's it. Perfect. Sometimes that's all you really need. Sometimes it just doesn't have to be that complicated. It's just, you know, yeah. We out here gaming, and that's it. Get better lore. No. The lore's fine. You could already do really cool stuff with just that. Even with just that, you know. And you don't even have to do anything crazy. You can just be like, yep, that's my lore. Maybe we'll write up some lore someday. Who knows? Can you tell I never play books? I can't tell the difference between 1 and 2. It's a lot of like UI stuff. It looks a lot like the gameplay itself looks pretty dang similar. I could tell last night watching somebody. It was the UI. It was like minor UI differences. Then I was like, okay. Not quite the same game. No, never, never, never. Twintail's a homie from a special Discord server. Heck yeah, I'll give you a fist bump. Boop. Heckin' having a good time in there. It was a wild time. Ow, my nose. What? Not on the nose, like a fist bump. What? I didn't mean to. No. Oh, well, all right. It's fine. I guess. Here, you know what? You just sorry about that. I didn't mean to. It's my fault. Ow, missed. My goodness. Instructions unclear. Oh, man. Oh, this is unfortunate. Hey! Selfie! Thank you for the follow! Welcome to Station Zero. Just fist bump an owl. Hey, Von Alex! Thanks for the follow. Welcome to Station Zero. Seriously, thank you all. Thank you all. All amazing. Man, we're only even half an hour in. Y'all making my day. Thank you. You didn't struggle saying Bunalix? I'm so proud. You know, this is one of those rare occasions where I can read. The English language usually escapes me. However, today apparently is not that day. Give it 20 minutes though. No, wait a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Wait a second. That's a bait. That's a bait. That's a bait. Basically, yes. Boner. No! Oh, no. No, hold on. Wait a sec. This was not in the plan. I don't want to be horny. I just want to be happy. Well, it is the plan now. Uh-oh. Boner Alex it is. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, Mayan. Wait, hold on. Trying to do things that make some semblance of sense here, even though I know it's just chaos. New nickname? New nickname confirmed. Anyway, I'm gonna head to bed now with my boner Alex Daki. Oh no! Oh no! All right. You know what? Good luck finding an artist for that commission. Have a good night, though, Owl. Sleep well. Sleep well. I'll send a warm blanket your way later. Oh, man. What have I walked into? I feel like I've stepped into a odd reality here. And I'm not prepared for it. What if I commission you to do it? Uh-oh. Well, all right. That depends. How lewd are we talking? How spicy are we getting? Are we like mild sauce, or are we going ghost pepper over here? The lewdest? Uh-oh. Full sussy baka. All right. My stream can be completely wholesome, but as soon as Owl joins, it all goes downhill. Trust me. I know exactly what you mean. I know exactly what you mean. Me too, buddy. Me too. Don't blame me. I don't know. I think you got called out a little bit specifically. What are you applying? I don't know, Mayan. You tell me. What do you mean you know what you mean? We all know the meaning here. Can't hide. I am the most wholesome owl out there. I don't know, something about the wholesome from Bonelix here makes sense. There's a little bit of lack of trust here, sorry to say. I don't know why people don't trust me. I don't know. To be honest, you haven't done anything too sus. People just keep throwing salt and stuff. I'm like, what has Owl done to deserve this? But, you know, there's probably something I don't know about. I support my homies, right? Gotta stick together. Imagine getting shit for supporting your homies, Sag. Yeah. Yeah, imagine that. You don't know about the group chat? You're right, I don't know about the group chat. Don't tell him. Oh, no, it's already too late. This alone, I'm already sus. The sus levels are rising. Shit, it's too late now. God damn it, Alex! Owl definitely supports people, if you know what I mean, right? Right? Yeah, you're just gonna support people, right? It's got weird. It's getting out of hand super fast. I support the fuck out of everyone. There's another line that I could follow up with for that, but I'm not going to. You know what? I'm not going to. I'll leave that all to your imaginations. Slurping noises. big ol' heckin' slurps. Okay, well, cool. Now I have an idea of what I'm doing. Now that I've got that figured out. Revenge. Shots fired! Shots fired! Heckin' got him. Is it Bond like you want to be you, or Bond as in like you? What the? I am. Alright. The mysteries of the universe only deepen. Okay. Cool. With that settled, I'm gonna repair this. It's Bond, as in the first syllable of my last name. Mayan from the back. Boo! What are you talking about? No! I wanted lewd, not realistic. Nonsense. Your name is amazing. Round of applause for the name. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Get an applause out here. Alright. Sleep well, Owl. Thank you for stopping through. Clap. Big ol' clap. But yeah, good night. I'm German and it means bean. Just means bean. Okay. There you go. Bean. I'll bean Alex. Alright, that's it. Owl, it's time to go to bed. That's it, you're going to bed. Been there, done that. Oh my goodness. Now the puns are starting to spread out. I'm so proud. Now the puns are coming out. I'm so proud. Bean puns, let's go! And they don't stop. That's how you want to word that, Owl? That's how you go to bed. Said you were gonna go to bed like 5 minutes ago. I'm throwing the warm blanket over your face. Get some sleep, please. Oh my goodness. Okay. Good night. Good night. Sleep well. Sleep well, friend. So here, let me do it like this. This will be better. This will be better. Where's my polyline tool? There it is. Never underestimate the power of a good polygonal line tool. What? That's not at all what I wanted to do. Get back in the dock. Okay, there is one other thing I wanted to do, though, and that was... I'll use your polygonal line. What are you trying to say right now, Mayan? Don't ask, huh? It's like, yeah, I don't know what he's trying to say here. Like, absolutely not a clue. I'm a broken man who is in the mood. What? What? Mine? I'm calling the help desk. Hello, you've reached the help desk. Not you! The other help desk. Actually, I need to move this up to about here. Okay, there we go. And then do this. There we go. They're on break. It's only me. All right. You know what? We're hanging up the line. We're hanging up the line. That's it. Yep. Sorry. Sending you to dial up. Just only dial up. Only dial up. There's nothing else. There's nothing here. Try and call back. I'm giving you something else. Absolutely. There's nothing to see here, folks. Nothing to see here. No wonder my internet paused. Get wrecked, nerd! Alright, let me grab another color over here. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Hopefully they do better with Overwatch 2 than they did with Overwatch 1. That's my hope. That's not really for me, but you know, I hope everybody can have fun with it and it stays fun. I feel like they're trying to rebuild what they broke. And I hope they're successful. It's not gonna be easy, but I think Overwatch 2 is fantastic already. Hey, that's good. That is awesome to hear. It definitely looks like it's interesting. How do I put this? I hope it stays that way once it gets a bit more figured out, I suppose is the way I kind of want to put it. Because once a game gets figured out, it can get a bit formulaic, if that makes sense. So, but if everybody's having fun with it so far, heck, there's not much for, you know, me to say on that. It's just everyone's having a good time, and that's how it should be. Just having fun playing a game. Which is heckin' awesome. So that's at the end of the day, that's all a game is. It's just, you know, it's a way to have some fun. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're just all out here to have a good time, and if it starts getting a little bit too real, as long as it's not your profession, perhaps it's time to take a break. At the point where I guess you're starting to deal with being a professional, that would change a little bit, but actually, where are the eyes? I'm gonna change the eye color. I said change the eye color. Oh, it's because that's the wrong layer. Ha 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 ha. Okay, there we go. The eyes are green. That's not gonna stop this golem from attacking the party, but the eyes are green. Oh boy. I don't know exactly what they've changed in like the interim. I know they reduced it from like 6 to 5 players on a team. But I don't know what else they've done. Supposedly quite a bit. Wait, this is the wrong layer. Okay, well, whatever. We're gonna move that down. They reworked some heroes like Bastion and Orisa. Okay. A good time for that, I suppose. Some hero reworks in there. Make sure everybody's the design that they're looking for. Nothing problematic. They made the game less team focused. I feel like in a way that's almost a good thing. Maybe I could be wrong about that, but it is. Okay. It's like the thought process, at least in my mind, is I know the game became very, very ult heavy. So it was like which team got their ultimates first. And it just became the game was only really played every, 2 minutes or so. It wasn't moment to moment. Which definitely felt weird. And if you were dealing with coordination versus uncoordination, in Overwatch when you had one dominant strategy and if you didn't play that, you lose. That was changed now. Oh, that's gonna help the balance team so much more if they're not trying to play whack-a-mole with the strongest individual strategy. Well, I just hope that sticks. Like, I hope that sticks. Gotta darken this a little bit. Our play of the game is also not just D.Va and Mercy. Oh my goodness. Just constant D.Va and Mercy in the spotlight. Nobody else matters. Just the waifus. When have you last played the game? 2017? I haven't played the game in like 3 years. I dropped it a while ago. I don't know. It is, for me at least, it's definitely been a long heckin' time. I think I stopped before the Overwatch League was even created, so that gives you an idea of how long it's been for me at least. all the information I've gotten about, you know, the game and whatnot has mostly been like secondhand. I'm just listening to people. Good decision, to be honest. Now, if I was truly a smart person, I'd also have dropped the League of Legends like a stone, but you know, can't win them all. Dang. I know I played it like the 1-year anniversary, and I think that's when I kind of was like, all right, good time for me to jump. The game just started feeling static and boring. Yeah. I think it was like once the novelty had worn off and like defined metas started coming out that I bailed. I was like, okay, well, if you don't play the best, you're toast. Just never felt good. Honestly, like, I'm just happy if anybody, you know, enjoys it. Like, if they enjoy playing Overwatch, my first response is gonna be heck yes. Glad you have a good time with it. I remember getting dragged into an Overwatch game or two, like in I think 2019 with a couple of friends. I played a couple games, but it was like it was mostly because I was playing with friends. I was there for my friends more than I was for the game itself. It's something I'm having to learn about League too. It's like it's a great thing for being social with people, but you know, just don't be I just need to not be sweaty about it, if that makes sense. It's like, what happens happens. Play something chill, have a good time with people. It's all that's gonna matter at the end of the day. I'm definitely not following your typical, or at least like typical art procedures that I've attempted to learn over time with this. Not at all. My frames became sweaty in League and it ruined the game for me. Yeah, I feel that. It's hard. Especially when the game can feel like such a punishing experience. It's hard to be casual in League, especially if you're like just starting out and you're wanting to play with friends who are like a lot more experienced. It's tough. It's super tough. I feel that. I went back to being laid back, but after playing with certain friends who only want to push to be the best, right? I went back to sweaty and heated. Honestly, I think I'm at my best. How do I put this? I'm at my best when I can enable others to just have fun. So I'll play like late game hyper carries, you know, where you scale up for 30 minutes and take over. And I provide all right, I'll put everybody on my back. The rest of you just have a good time. It kind of limits what I'm able to play, but, you know, it creates a positive environment for everyone else, and that just makes it fun, if that makes sense. So I don't mind. And it helps deal with that skill issue too, where it's like, all right, we can still win even if things get weird, you know, because it's like you can still have fun and constantly lose, but it does, like, I feel like even on the most chill casual person, it can eat at you after a while, especially if the games are frustrating and take 30 minutes. So it's not like winning for the sake of winning. It's like, all right, get a win in there occasionally to keep everybody's mental stable, if that makes sense. I feel like it, but it can be like that for like any game. Overwatch, Apex, you know. It's basically how I play every competitive game. Yeah. Just gotta stay chill, man. Gotta vibe. Normal games are worse than ranked. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of glad I don't have the option to do like the weekend competitive league tournaments anymore. The Clash tournaments. I'm kind of glad I don't have access to those. We got the last one in, but then it's like, yeah, I don't have to worry about ever going back to being sweaty. Am I wrong? I mean, eh. I agree that we've definitely had a more positive experience in our ranked play, like in our team ranked play, than we did have in normals. I won't deny that. Actually, let me alter the color of this panel right here. It feels a weird one. But yeah, I mean, I think again at the end of the day, what's most important is, you know, everybody's having a heckin' good time. I need to find more games where I can just, you know, bring in a bunch of people and it's like, all right, everybody, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna have ourselves a good time today, you know? Among Us, yeah. Among Us. I've attempted, yeah, unironically. I think Town of Salem would be good too. I personally get too heated in Among Us. I had to back off playing Among Us when it was like super popular because I had to recognize, okay, turning into a bit of a sweaty gamer on this one. Heated from Among Us. Yeah, man, I was way too sweaty. I was way too heckin' sweaty. I'm not proud of that, how sweaty I got sometimes. Heckin', it was dumb. I look at it now and I go, what the heck was I thinking? Why was I getting so heated over this casual party game? It's like the Mario Party effect almost. It's like, yeah, it should just be a chill party game, but it's like the chaos of it can just produce some of the craziest rage. I have that with Mario Kart. Yeah, that's a mood. Mario Kart. Heckin' Mario Kart can bring out the worst. I'm super sweaty in Mario Kart. This is why I don't play like online Mario Kart at all. Because I'd quickly start getting to that too. I'd start going like, all right, Time to get sweaty. It's like, no, I don't need to be sweaty. I just need to have a good time. Just enjoy yourself, man. It's just Mario Kart. The guy in the back, you don't understand. This is my life. Something I've been dying to do, but I just haven't been because Blizzard shenanigans, is go back into the StarCraft 2 arcade. I remember in my younger years, that was the shit. But I enjoy seeing others lose hope as I pass them right before the finish line. That is the cruelest thing you could possibly do to a person, and in a way, I respect it. You're giving them hope just to tear it away from them. Oh, without the line, it's already looking pretty good. I love it. Look at that. This is I was not expecting it to come out like this, but I'm not gonna deny this is gonna work. Heck yeah. What other online things have I been up to recently? I haven't been up to a lot now that I think about it. I think Mayan's gonna kind of nod his head and go, yeah, you've been locking yourself in a cage for the last couple weeks, and I'm... It's not wrong. Oh, man. I really have just been focused on getting art and Dungeons and Dragons related stuff prepared. Sorry, what? I'm in a streak. No, don't worry about Mayan. I totally didn't just open myself up for you to yell at me or anything. Nope, didn't do that. What'd you say? That I basically have been like locking myself in the work chambers, working on D&D and art for like the last, I don't even know how long it's been at this point. I've just been working. And a lot of games haven't caught my attention. Hey, I've been relaxing. I've been taking my days off, okay? I spent yesterday just watching the World Race and playing Fate Grand Order. I did not do any work yesterday, despite wanting to. I surrendered myself to comfiness and relaxation. Actually, I felt like I did one thing yesterday. I can't remember what it was. Oh, that's right. I helped one of my players create a character. We brought in a fifth for the home game. Somebody one of my players just lives with. And we all know them, and they're fairly chill, so it's like, all right, if they're gonna just be around anyway, we'll just bring them in as a player. Why not? Which, if you know D&D, they've made a warlock, which, as the dungeon master, I'm sitting there at the other end of the table with my hands just like scheming. The glass is glowing. The darkness over my eyes just like, oh, so you've given me power. It's gonna be heckin' exciting. I just need to take take these 2 weeks. This is partly what this golem is for, actually. It's for a token. Imagine being able to play D&D. Man, I swear, one of the things I want to do at some point is run another one-shot, but for a bunch of VTubers. Just have like a VTuber one-shot. I doubt I could run another. I can't run a third campaign at this point. It'd be too much work for my poor soul. But one-shots I could totally do. Please. I'm begging. I could see Vonelix just on their knees, just like, please, run this D&D campaign. Run a one-shot. I think that's the hardest thing, is to find like somebody willing to host and organize that kind of thing. I can't even remember how it's been. How long has it been since I've been a player at a game table at this point? It's been 5 years since I've been a player at a game table. I have just been running games. I think that's the thing. Once you get into that part of being a DM, it does not. You are now the designated DM within 100 miles. Congratulations. Nobody else is gonna pick up the duty. It's now your sole responsibility, and I enjoy it 100%. This is not like, please get me out of this. No, I love doing it. Seeing players do really wacky things to solve problems that are presented to them is the joy of my existence. I'll have to come up with a new one-shot, though. Unless, actually, I got a bunch of VTubers who haven't seen the previous one-shot. Detect magic. True. Oh, man. Honestly, like, I wish I had all the time in the world to run an unlimited number of campaigns for people. I wish I had that power. Because you meet so many people who are like, heck yes! Dungeons and Dragons, sign me up! But there's... we need more DMs. Need more DMs! Raise the DM army. I'll pray for you to get that power. Heck yeah. Fingers crossed. Gotta invest in those time magics. It was the funniest thing, because this golem that the group ran into this last Sunday I didn't expect them to run into this. This was a random encounter. And more or less what happened was they found a golden boulder on top of a golden pedestal, completely inactive, with some random dude on the street on the ground cowering in fear of just this rock, this monument. And everyone's like, what the heck is this? What's the point to this? And they investigate it. They learn a couple of things. They learn who built it, or at least the name of the group who built it. They learn its history. It's like, okay, it's a statue dedicated to a folk hero. But, you know, it's a working golem. There's a working magical core in here that's way more powerful than anything they could handle if they woke it up. And then somebody says the famous last words of, "I want to punch it." So they punched it. And Mayan, I think you might know what this is. They woke up a stone golem at level 1. Basically, they woke up something they absolutely will not be able to fight. This thing could flick them with one of its fingers and knock a party member out. But I already know how I'm gonna run this this encounter without instantly killing somebody. So, the only way somebody feasibly dies, the only way a character feasibly dies on the 8th. Set an example. Kill one person. No. It's like, it's session 2. I'm not gonna do that to somebody, but it's like, how do I put this? This thing is, so level 1 party members woke up a stone golem. My brother just walked into the room, so like, I'm letting them know. No, it's CR12. This thing can't be hurt by anything non-magical. They're level 1. So yeah, this thing is stuck to a golden pedestal. So it has to take a turn to remove itself from the pedestal first. And nobody's going to start the fight within 5 feet of it, which is its attack range.
Well, it's going to take one move.
30 feet, and it's 10 feet away. So I mean, like, as long as they start running immediately, they'll be fine.
As long as they don't think they have a chance, they're fine. They don't have a chance.
I made it very clear that kill one person unless servers are reminded that stupid choices learn hard lessons. I mean, we'll see what happens. I've already made it very clear that they're fighting something that's like made with a core that is constructed of 5th level magic.
Okay.
And then they punched it.
Alright, if someone does.
That's the thing, yeah. It's like, I'm giving them the opportunity to run away.
Yeah, no, as long as you, like, set it up in some way, shape, or form that, like, this is bigger than they are, then if they die, then it's their fault.
Yeah, then
as long as you establish that, then...
I'm giving them plenty of chances to run away and rethink their decision making. But if they decide to stay around and try and fight, they're going to learn very quickly that something is going to go very wrong.
They're level 1, right?
Yes.
So this could one-shot them.
Oh, yes.
Not like one-shot down,
No.
but one-shot kill.
It won't one-shot kill, but it will knock somebody out in a single punch.
Well,
Almost guaranteed.
what's the hit points right now? Like 5-ish?
10, 11, 12.
Can it deal 20 damage in a hit?
It could deal like 18.
Okay.
Actually, it could do 20. But if it, like, maxed out all of its dice rolls.
Okay, but it's not like that.
Yeah. So. But, yeah, it's a thing. I see we've got Jana in the chat. Jana, don't tell anyone. don't tell anyone what's coming to them. I forgot I had to double check to make sure nobody from the party was actually in the chat. I can talk about the home game as much as I want because I know none of my players watch my stream. The top shelf game is different. The game that I'm talking about right now for this golden golem is a bit different. I have to be careful. I have to remind myself that I can't freely talk about that game. I have to be careful about what I say and what I don't say, darn it. But yeah, it's a question of that. My other group just finished up dealing with a boss encounter that how do I put this? It went very well until it didn't go very well. They fought a custom enemy where it was like it could suck them. It had a rechargeable attack, so like if it spent the attack to draw everybody within 30 feet in by 10 feet, and then it hit anybody that was within 5 feet of it with a ridiculously high amount of damage. So the party spent the good first half of the fight managing to stay out of range of this floating ball of gravitational death, which I was really proud of them for. They were doing really, really well. And then it kept getting the ability to suck them in. It kept recharging its gravity well and kept pulling them back in for more amounts of really lethal damage. Everybody in the party went unconscious at least once in the fight. By the end. So, and if you're not super familiar with D&D, basically they almost died. They almost lost all of their characters. It was almost a game over scenario, which I don't think any of them were expecting. But TPK, it was so close. It was so unbelievably close. Because the gravity well, if you got hit by it, if you were within 5 feet on the hit, it could one shot, it could like knock somebody out from 100 to 0. It was meant to be a very hard encounter. From 100, yeah. And it could hit the entire party if they didn't position themselves correctly. Like, I definitely overestimated how much damage it could do, but it was a thing of like, it had to be close to somebody. And this was a big attack that had to recharge. There was only a 33% chance it would recover the move. And I kept, as the Dungeon Master rolling for it, I kept getting it back. Maya, this is equivalent to a dragon getting its breath attack 4 turns in a row. That's what happened. It was ridiculous. So it was definitely an above average amount of damage that was being thrown out. But they did it. They managed to win without any casualties. They did not lose anybody, which I was very, very impressed by. I'm definitely not going to ramp up the difficulty of any fight. I'm not gonna go harder on them from this point on. Because I think that was the perfect amount of difficulty for a deadly encounter. So most fights I need to bring it back from where I set it and then pull that kind of fight out again only if it's really necessary. Only if the story really calls for it. So yeah, I felt my expression actually on the last turn where it got that 100 to 0 attack back up with everybody in range and possible insta-death on the table. I rolled the dice to see if it got its gravity back, saw that it did, and I literally face-tabled. And with the most defeated look on my face, I told my party it got the gravity well back. And everybody at the table knew exactly how bad this was. And then only half the party got hit. So, you know, it could have been worse. It was bad, but like, it could have been worse. Oh, man. I mean, it's fine. It's not like one of my characters, my player's characters is like in the body of a vulture currently. It's not like that is a thing or anything, you know. It's not like we got that as an antic. D&D is weird. I'll go to bed now. It's 2 a.m. Good night. Oh, jeez. Bonelix, please go to sleep. Yes, we'll send you a fresh out of the dryer, comfy, warm blanket. So have a good night, and thank you again for the raid. Have the best of dreams. Oh man, Dungeons and Dragons. It's a great time. It really is. I need to plan out the rest of the arc for my next 2 campaigns. Or for my current 2 campaigns, and I think I can try and plan another one-shot. For my home game, I didn't actually have to plan for like 3 sessions because I had the entire thing mapped out already, and this isn't a slam, but they were moving kind of slowly through everything, which I absolutely do not mind. I love that. It means they're deeply exploring everything. They're taking time and looking under nooks and crannies. You know, they're having some random encounters. They're pulling out semantics. And it lightens my load as a dungeon master because it means I'm not scrambling to prepare every week or every other week. Of course, now I'm in the position where I have to fully plan out 2 storylines for 2 different campaigns in 2 weeks, but you know, it's fine. I have an idea. I already have an idea of the top shelf game, the streamed game. I already have like the core basics of that. I just need to finish fleshing it out. And I have effectively a checklist for me to work on, so that's not an issue. It's the at-home game that's going to be a bit problematic, in the sense that they could go in any direction they so choose. So I will plan for the main quest, and we'll see if they deviate or not. And, you know, potentially have some other side quests partially filled out just in case, but we'll see what happens. The possibilities are back on the table, and that's exciting and intimidating, if that makes sense. I'm interested to see what they will do, what everybody is going to do, how this golem encounter is going to play out, you know? There's just a lot to be excited. There's a lot to be excited about. There's a lot to be, you know, thrilled about. Dungeons and Dragons is a unique experience. If it even vaguely interests you, you know, and I really hope everybody gets a chance to experience it one day if you haven't. I know there's like a local D&D group that's near me in a game shop that takes place on Thursdays. I might have to look into that, you know. Give myself a chance to experience another DM style, if that makes sense. I already try and watch a couple D&D shows to like, okay, how do different dungeon masters do things differently, and what can I learn from that? But it's like, sitting at the table and experiencing it as a player is probably important for me as well. Probably a good idea for me to do. So, maybe it's something I'll look into. Wow. Got the 1-year anniversary coming up. I'm still, I like it. It's occurring to me, you know. It's been almost a year since I started using that first 3D model Annie gave me. It doesn't feel like it's been that long. Like I can barely believe it's been a year at this point since I like transitioned fully into VTubing. I mean, I've been streaming for like a couple of months before that, but I think, you know, getting that VTuber project off the ground was like the big catalyst of, okay, let's actually kick this into high gear. That's worth celebrating, I think. And it's worth celebrating all of you who show so much support, who are just around and have a good time and brighten my day up. Just by existing, because y'all do that. Don't discount how much power you have, because you've got that power. It's super awesome. This is why we pass out fruity umbrella drinks and warm blankets, man. It's because I can love you guys. I mean, love all of you. You're all awesome. And now I'm getting sappy. Thought we passed out from the umbrella drinks because we... What? No. No. The fruity umbrella drinks are just fruit punch. They're non-alcoholic. I don't know what drinks you had. I don't know what drinks you had. Like, what? What were you drinking? Were you drinking something Tech and Steve gave you? You don't drink from what Steve gives you. The ones from the bar? Oh my goodness. Listen, man, if Steve was back there... If I learned Steve was back there... I'm gonna do family-friendly things to that boy. Nah, I think his name was Evans. Okay. Interesting. I'll have to look into this. This is a little bit on the sus end. Depth in there. Heck yeah. Not expecting, not where I was expecting this to go, but heck, you know what? It works. This heckin' works. I'm not gonna go into super in-depth detail. I'll probably call it at this. This is more of like just intended to be a detailed sketch that I can use as a token later for the next session. So I'm not gonna go too crazy here. This is our golden golem. The one that is going to potentially be relevant for 20 minutes of a session and then completely disappear. But you know what? It's good just random practice, I guess. Just let the imagination flow. It's important to do that every once in a while. Let me go ahead and save this. Save the golden golem. Alright, and then let me export. So I can make a token out of this later. Let's see. I need to create a new thing in documents. And now we go game? Oh, no. Now I move on and make something else. Set this to save at 100%. Disappoint? What do you mean disappoint? I'm on the flow, man. Working on art. It's great. How long has it been? It's been an hour and a half. I'm gonna take a second and I'm gonna stretch. I'm gonna get myself some water. I'm gonna stretch, and then we're gonna work on this, which I have semi-sketched out, and I've been sitting on. I need to do thing with this. So I'm gonna stretch, and I'll be right back. You know what? I just realized I should probably turn on the BRB water thing. Yeah, that. All right, I'll be back. round of rest and recharge later. And we're back. I just realized the music had stopped somewhere along the way. Okay. So, now that's done. Time to get to work, I suppose. Get some actual human practice. Which could only go super fantastically. There's nothing that could possibly go wrong here. At the very least, I want to start with getting a general anatomy shape down, and then I will figure out who to put in it. Alright, so set this to dark, grab my pen tool, set it to the sketch pen. Oh, right. This is a thing. Oh boy, where was my reference for this? Hold on, where was my reference for this? I know I probably had one. Uh-oh. Now the question is, can I find it again? It's in this big ol' heckin' folder of stuff I downloaded. But I need to be able to find the pose in question here. This could take me a minute. This absolutely could take me a minute. Oh my goodness. So what's everybody been up to recently? Has everybody had any kind of crazy adventure? No, I sure heckin' haven't. Nothing super wild or out of the ordinary for me. Just lots and lots and lots of work. Of various types, granted, but still. That and dealing with the heckin'... I don't think I ever finished talking about dealing with the sewage system and that whole ordeal, but yeah, that's still pain. Have to be very careful about how much water we use. Otherwise, we end up dealing with sewage backups, and it's not fun. We'll have it fixed Saturday, thankfully, but like it's such a long time to wait. So yeah, it's been painful. But we're making the most of it. Okay, well, I think I found something close to what I was doing before, at least. I really should have marked down what the reference was, but oh well. Alright, well, let's go ahead and pull out some more anatomy reference. See if I can figure out what I'm intending to do here. To be honest, with this level of work, I ought to just grab a pose from my folder and then try to start over. But I want to see if I can figure this out at the same time. So, subject myself to a little bit of pain. See if I can find a secondary reference to help me out here. That's a good start. Actually, no, don't keep aspect ratio. Need to drop this a little bit. Try and block out the shape here. Try and erase all the extra little crap here. Try and figure this out. Wow, this is a lot to look at right now, and quite frankly, oh boy, my head is exploding because I know this is just a mess. Wow, this is not good. This is a disaster. Uh-oh. I think I'm pulling an oopsie on this one. All right. Is this where I get the shades back out and just hide my face out of sheer embarrassment? Because that honestly sounds like a halfway decent answer to everything right now. Not even gonna lie. How did I slip this up so bad? Hang on, I'm trying to find something that'll help me out a little bit here. Okay. So this line I'm okay with. This is what I'm okay with. This is where I have an issue. without like the reference I was using before. This is so infinitely difficult. Let me see if I can. I'm gonna try one more time to find it. I need to make a better note of these things. That's my own fault. Definitely did this to myself. No, it was a downward. It wasn't this. Was it this one? It feel like it was this one. Okay. Ah. Okay. Well, I'll go with this, and then I cannot show this reference on stream, but for one major reason, but don't worry about it. All right. So we're gonna use this reference to figure out exactly where the heck I am screwing up. Okay, can we stop with the lasso, please? Lasso is gonna be infinitely easier for me to work in. Okay. I'm not even sure that this is technically the original reference I was using, but like, it's so close, I can easily adapt what I've got to it. And it's a good, almost perspective practice anyway, so like, I will definitely just take it. Though I think... Oh, jeez, I forgot. I turned the aspect ratio off for a bit there. Yeah, this whole section needs to be elongated a little bit. And then this needs to be brought down as well. And then this needs to be made a bit wider. This is mostly just gonna go... In fact, this is entirely just gonna go straight down like this until the foot. Definitely gonna need to correct that. That's awful. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hand. eyes, and brain. I need you to do something very simple for me, and that is please concentrate. At this point, I'm starting to slip into focus mode a little bit, where it's like, okay, this is supposed to look a certain way, and I'm not getting that look. Like, this leg, it's a bit better. But this one, I'm just not. Okay, need to alter rib cage placement a bit here. Freaking thickly rib cage. Technically down to here. I'm just not happy with what is transpiring here. I mean, I know that's gonna happen sometimes, but like, dang, am I just not happy with what's happening. Well, sometimes I suppose it do be like this. Ay, ay, ay. I could fiddle foot this for hours in trying to get it to look correct. Or I could start over like I probably should. I think either way, I'm in a trap of, well, crap, what the heck do I do now? Unfortunately, and this trap is going to just eat at me. Let me do something. I'm trying to figure out where my shape overall is wrong. I'm less trying to look at anatomy specifics right now, and I'm just I'm going a step back and looking at it's like, okay, where's my shape wrong? What does not look correct? And how can I fix it? This look, that's about right. That's also about right. You don't get many angles like this. Trying to look for something that'll help provide a clue. Well, yeah, that works. Hang on, I'm gonna double check what layers I've got that are here and see if... Oh, these are just old sketches that have all gone really badly. Okay, I had to make sure they were not like a reference that I had pulled up, that if I enabled the layer, bad things would happen, but that is not the case. Okay, let me pull out something. No, I'm in the wrong folder for it. Okay, so I'm gonna pull this out. No, that's not the issue. My general proportions, at least for like height, are fine. I could just be looking into this too much. It's like this area and these lines feel not great. This entire area actually just does not seem to be functioning correctly. You know what? We're gonna flip it. Trying to think about this lengthwise. I don't like the fact that I'm as silent as I am right now, but like this is bugging me to no end. Okay. Cool. I'll call that close enough, I suppose. All right. Jeez. Sudden surge of focus. Human anatomy is one thing. It's like trying to. Hey, let me close this. Working on the golden golem was simple enough because it's like, yeah, I can just be kind of generic and it'll work out. Human anatomy, however, definitely requires me to focus a heck of a lot more. Put a lot more critical thinking into it, and I can easily let myself just get zoned out. And just fall into a pattern of, okay, lots of thinking. Lots of focusing, and I can so easily just stop talking. That's gonna look like it's gonna look awful. Okay, hang on. That is the spot I want it at. For now, I'm just gonna say there is neck. There is neck. That is neck's location. This is clavicle. Which is mostly what I'm trying to determine here, to be honest. I think I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, wow, it's only been, what, 2 hours? I am officially 30 minutes into the human form, and I am officially losing my mind. Okay, you know what? We're gonna come back to this one. We're gonna come back to this one. We're gonna do something else. I feel like I'm gonna need time to work on that, and it's gonna take a lot of crazy, weird thought process. Or maybe I'll just start over, because that honestly sounds infinitely better. What I have now is just gonna be, it's just gonna be pain. It's gonna be a ridiculously long amount of effort looking at pain and then not getting anything from it for the next hour, and then I'm gonna stop. So we're just gonna change it up so I get that hour back. And I'll worry about the pain off stream when I'm probably gonna have to do a deeper dive into anatomy, which I kind of don't want to do on stream. Trying to pick something out here. What's the plan, Captain? That's an excellent idea. Or an excellent question. I'm trying to figure that out. Figure out what exactly I want to work on. I just need to pick something, but like nothing is catching my eye. Maybe I'll just like do a head. Grab a suitable image, and then I will attempt to do a head. This has been a while since I have done any kind of just straight up head practice. We gotta stay ahead of the rest. Ha ha. Funny joke, right? Funny joke. I'm leaving again. What? Know me for how long? You know I do this. The puns are inescapable. I'll come back when the jokes are better. Joke's on you. They don't get better. This is the quality we will continue to have, that we know our consumers want. We're not changing just to modernize. We'll change, you know, with what our customers want. Wait a minute, but that shouldn't that mean I should improve the jokes though? You know, let's not worry about that. Let's not worry about that. It's fine. Okay, I need to scroll all the way back up to the top. Okay, so And actually, I should probably make this a little bit on the smaller side. Actually, thinking about this a little bit. No, this is how I want to do this. Okay, hang on. I'm being a dummy. Yeah, I am being a dummy. That needs to be here. Stupid. It's gonna look really weird for a minute, but I'm gonna do that. Do this. All right, I know what I'm spending tonight doing. Well, this has turned on me really, really fast. All right, you know what? We're stopping. We're stopping. We're straight up stopping. Going back to the golden golem. All right, I need to spend tonight doing a couple things. Geez, I don't want to continue on stream. This has been awful. This is pain. This is pain. All right. Well, this is awkward because now that was kind of the plan, and I now don't exactly have much of a plan. My own skills, my own brain turned to me so quickly. It's like nothing felt like it was properly coming together, and I want to take time to fix that, but I don't want to do it on stream because it's gonna look awful. I'm in a spot where it's like I need to force it and I need to study and need to figure things out, but like I can't do it on stream. I don't want to do it on stream because I'm gonna create the stuff of nightmares. Let's put it that way. For the next couple of hours, while working on this, I'm going to create the stuff of nightmares, and I do not want to haunt people's dreams with that. So it's better if I just don't. 100% better if I just don't. All right. Well, you know what? Perhaps on that note, maybe it's better if we're just gonna raid somebody tonight, and we're gonna pick this up later. Ah, it's fine. Who's live? Who was working on stuff? Let's see. Trying to see. Bah. You know what? Let's send you over to some art. Got those in the sky. Doing some muted work streams for some very beautiful art. Send you over their way. Let's do that. So I want to thank everybody for watching today's stream and today's antics. A big thank you to Bonelix for the wonderful raid. We have the big hearts. You've all been fantastic. We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be working in 3D tomorrow. So brain can't betray me this time because I'm prepared for tomorrow. And yeah, seriously, I hope you all take care of yourselves. Do something nice. Just, yeah. I'm gonna get this started.